Good morning, everybody. We still have a few people out in the hall, so we're going to give them a couple minutes, and then we're going to get going. Good morning, everybody. I am Stephen Anderson, and I will be your presenter this morning. One thing I wanted to point out, if you look at the screen, you can get the app for Wordly. So if you want to get a transcription of what I'm talking about, or have it translated live, that will do that for you, which I think is insanely cool. Also, I'm partially deaf, so if you need the transcription part, may help you just in case you can't hear me at any time. So I am also on the GBTA Canada Advisory Committee, and so I was my own usher to help everybody in as well. So that was part of my volunteer role this morning. So what we're going to be doing is talking about, I'm just going to get back to the main slide here, how to elevate your personal brand, 3 simple marketing tips for non-marketers. All right. This will be interactive, so have your phones out, please. If you have not already downloaded LinkedIn or have LinkedIn on your device, then please go ahead and do that now. If you want to go into the App Store, get LinkedIn. Is there anyone who doesn't have LinkedIn on their phone, just so I have an idea of who maybe doesn't? Oh, everybody does? Okay, that's fantastic. We're going to be doing a couple exercises to utilize LinkedIn. And let's get through these. So, objective number 1. So what we're going to do is get some takeaways with straightforward steps to enhance your personal and professional profiles effortlessly. One of the things I want to point out with this is for your personal brand, but as you relate and represent your professional brand. So whichever company or brand you work for, that's what you're going to be representing. It's not necessarily for you to make yourself look better to move on to another company. It's to elevate yours and your professional brand. Objective number 2, to integrate easily adaptable actions into your daily routine. How to organically grow your personal brand. It will take effort. Minimal effort, but it will take a little bit of effort. And we'll go through a couple of those steps in the presentation. And then the last piece is to uncover some strategies to effectively connect with varying demographics in your industry. Who knows who said, don't go where the puck is, but go where the puck is going? Wayne Gretzky, that's right. So we're going to talk about where the puck is going from a social media perspective and how you should be thinking forward for your personal brand, but also for your business. So if your company or brand is considering going on to a certain social media, you want to know what you're getting yourselves into before you go there, but also you want to think ahead and look at what the demographics are doing from a marketing perspective and where you want to focus that time. So as I mentioned, I'm Stephen Anderson. I'm very proud to be on the Canadian Advisory Board Committee. This is that lovely group here at the last meeting, which I wasn't able to attend. So I have a really incredible graphic designer that works on my team. So he was able to drop me into the picture, which was really nice of him. Literally drop me into the picture. I didn't realize that was, all right. Started with a joke. Okay, so I am the COO, but formally I was the Chief Marketing Officer, just in case you're wondering why there's an operations guy up here talking to you about marketing. So for the last 15 plus years, I've been involved in marketing, everything from digital marketing, social marketing, event marketing, absolutely everything for 3 organizations. So what I'm going to be talking about comes with that kind of experience. And currently I'm with ISB Global Services, which is a company I've been with for 23 years. And what we do is compliance, background screening. We do all the criminal background checks and screening for Uber, Costco. So when I'm talking about some of the things up here, it'll help you give you an understanding of where I'm coming from. So let's start right away. Let's get our phones out, please. And you want to go to LinkedIn. Go into the LinkedIn app and search for GBTA Canada. Maybe dash Canada or underscore Canada. And then give GBTA Canada a follow. Another quick way of getting there, if you like, you can scan this QR code. And if that doesn't reach, I'm going to bring some of these around. Is that working, by the way? You're welcome. Is there anyone not able to scan it from this distance? I was guessing possibly these middle tables. You're able to get it okay? And then next thing you're going to do, and there are raffle prizes. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Stephanie stepped up for me. Thank you, Stephanie. So Stephanie's going to pass out those QR codes that'll take you right to the GBTA page on LinkedIn that you can follow. What I'd like you to do now is go onto your camera, take a picture of anything you like in this room. It can be of me, it can be a selfie at your table, you can take a picture of the slide, absolutely anything you want to do. We're going to post this on LinkedIn. There are chances to win raffle prizes that are up here at the front, which I'll explain a little bit later. I'll go up here in case anyone wants to take pictures up here. And before you post it, you want to make sure that you use the hashtag GBTA Toronto 24. And then you can also tag GBTA, which are up on the screen there. On LinkedIn, it's GBTA-Canada. My colleague, Julie Dumichel, is sat at the operations center watching that hashtag, and every instance of that, she's going to take down the name and company, and then we're going to use those to do a raffle live at the end of the presentation. How's everyone doing with that? I still see a lot of people working with it, so we'll give you a minute. Yep. So you can take a picture regular with your camera, and then when you are on, go back to your home screen. Then you're going to go to post. And then you share your thoughts, and then you see the image, and then you add the image from your camera roll. And then type in your message, use hashtag GBTA Toronto 24. Anyone else need any help on that one? Here? Yep. So hashtag, and now go back to your, whoops, hit your ABC. And now type in GBTA Toronto 24. You can say having a great time, incredible session, GBTA. Put it no spaces between GBTA Toronto or 24, all one word. You can post a comment, having an incredible time at GBTA Canada Conference. Anyone else need help with it? On this side, everyone good? I want to get this one done because the next one is just as involved. So. Put your hand up if you're done. Let me just get a read of the room, see where we're at. Okay, still a few doing it. We have time, no rush. Good? The hashtag is what's going to get you entered in the raffle. If you can tag GBTA at GBTA Canada, or you can tag Global GBTA. Yep, that's fine. If you put hashtag GBTA Toronto 24, that is what my colleague Julie's going to be looking for the raffle entries. And then you can also tag at GBTA Canada. That. Yeah, so add one more. I'm Heather McNeil. Okay. No problem. Did anyone else have trouble getting it on, or is everyone good? Please add Heather McNeil to the GBTA Toronto 24 raffle. So I just sent that to my colleague Julie. Okay. Is there anyone else that had an error and I can add you that way? Is everyone good? Okay. So let's move on to the next item. We're going to make friends. So how many people here carry business cards? How many people have been given a business card and then you never entered it into your contact list and you didn't follow up with it, or you gave someone a business card and you never heard from them again? Right. So they could have lost it, of course, but an amazing way to instantly connect so that you can DM someone tonight if you like, or tomorrow or next week or next month, is using LinkedIn. So what we're going to do, stay on LinkedIn, go to your home screen on LinkedIn, go to your search bar. In the search bar, tap the search, but don't type anything. When you tap on the search, there's going to be a little square that pops up in the right-hand corner of the search. Hit that. It's going to bring up your personal LinkedIn QR code. Okay? So now what you can do at your table, connect with everybody. So if you're being scanned, it's going to show your QR code. If you would like to scan someone, then you click on the scan button right there. Then you hover over. It's going to bring up their profile. The key to this, once their profile pops up, you are not instantly connected. You still need to hit the blue connect button. Anybody need help with that? Yep. So if you hold it over, yeah, hit cancel there. It should pop up. There you go. Now, yep, you hit. There you go. Anyone else need help with that one? Who loves that? Instantly connect. You've got the rest of today, all tomorrow, and then everywhere you go after that. Don't worry about forgetting business cards, or if someone else tells you, hey, I forgot my business card, you can hook up. This is my LinkedIn. Please feel free to connect with me if you have questions after the presentation, days, weeks, months later. Please go ahead and connect. I will accept it once the presentation is done. Okay, so I'm going to keep on rolling. I got a bit more information to share with you. So that's how to connect and keep your personal brand growing. That's one little trick. So social apps, communication apps, and then some tools. Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Instagram probably all look very familiar to you. X, of course, is formerly Twitter. Communication apps, WhatsApp, Discord, Snapchat, and also Instagram, for example, can be used as a communication app. My daughters use it as a chat platform before they had their own cell phones. There are tools like Gemini, which is formerly Bard, AI. There's Chat, GPT, Midjourney, and GitHub, which is GitHub is a developer program. In that whole landscape, there may be some that you're on personally. There may be some that your organization is using. Or there may be some that you should start to use because you want to go where the puck is going. We're going to talk a little bit about AI. Not a ton, but I'm going to bring it up. And I am pro AI. Spoiler alert. So I'm going to give you some ways that you can utilize AI to assist your day-to-day and your personal brand. These are some AI tools that are either paid or free, and keep in mind some of them you can start with a free trial or keep a free account like ChatGPT. Is anyone using Chat right now? About half the room. So for anyone who's not using it, and even for those that are, I'm going to give some tips and tricks. I've taken a prompt engineering course with for ChatGPT, and there's lots of tricks in how to use it, but I'll give you a few quick ones here. If you don't have a ChatGPT, I'm just going to call it CAT now, because Chat. Saying GPT all the time is going to trip me up for sure. So there is a free version. All you need is a Gmail. So if you have a Gmail address, search Chat, I'll say it one more time, GPT, and then you can sign up for an account. You log in using your Gmail. Okay. During the week that I was putting this presentation together, here are some of the ways that I used AI to assist whatever it was that I was trying to accomplish that day. So from a customer excellence perspective, I assisted an account manager that had a challenging direction with a client. And when we responded back to the client, we wanted to make sure that absolutely everything that we should be considering and wanted to present back to the client was thoughtful and wholesome. So the way we did that was we did our own research internally in the company. We then used what our process and procedures are. But before we hit send on the email to the client, we dropped it in Chat, told Chat what the situation was. without naming client names, without including our organizational name, just in generic terms, and said, is there anything that we're not considering? Chat came back within seconds and gave us a couple items that we might want to consider, and some of them were relevant, so we included them into our response. From a human resources perspective, we had a position that we were wanted to fill, and it was kind of out of the norm than usual. It wasn't a straight account manager or EA. It was sort of a blended role. So you can, of course, go to Indeed, look at what your competitors are posting for their job postings, cut, paste, use that, refine it. But you can also drop it into chat. Within seconds, it gives you more details about what the potential qualifications, job description, and everything else that you might want to think of. Extremely great to save time, so it's extremely time efficient. And from a marketing perspective, creating content pieces. So, and we're going to talk about this for your personal brand, for anyone who's wanting to blog or wanting to be a thought leader, but maybe you don't have the writing skill set. So you can leverage AI to help you with this. So from a marketing perspective, we were putting out content, and my colleagues would put something together, and I thought, you know what, let's go a little less professional on this, let's lighten it up. So you can take the exact blog that you just wrote, drop it into AI, and tell AI, give this a more professional or humorous or bias towards. You can change it, and within seconds, it'll give you a new version. Absolutely, go ahead. You just used AI for your LinkedIn post? Yep. Fantastic. So in case you didn't hear that, what she did was, before she posted it in LinkedIn with that picture, she dropped that in AI to ask AI, hey, how could I reword this to flow a little better? Yeah. So we, in our marketing department at ISB Global Services, I mandated the use of AI. So an example of that would be if someone on my team wasn't sure whether to use red or blue. I'm going to use something that's extremely simple. Red or blue for an ad or for a post that we were going to be putting on social media. Instead of them coming to the team and saying, hey, everybody, wasn't sure if we should use red or blue. What are all your opinions? We skip all of that. What that person does is they use their professional background, working at ISB or wherever they were previously. They use their education, previous education or ongoing education. And then they also have to drop the query into AI. So they're going to come back with 3 recommendations of why we should use red or blue. And if they pick blue and all 3 were blue, someone's going to have a really good argument about why we shouldn't. We're not saying that we take any one of those specific and that's the end of story, but we like to keep it open. And this session. So all of my opinions in the presentation, through all of the research that I did to make sure that I was current and up to date on everything I was going to present. I also then dropped it in AI to make sure there wasn't anything that I was missing in that regard. Keeping in mind that chat, as an example, is still a couple years behind with its information. So I can't say, hey, what are the statistics of GBTA's conference in 2023? Because it won't be in yet. There are some more current AI tools that are more up to date, and they all work differently. But wait. So this robot, which is crying, I asked Min, my graphic designer, I said, can you please insert an image of a robot crying? So he used Midjourney AI and put in a prompt asking for a crying robot. This is what he got. So this image, one of a kind, developed by him through AI within seconds. Why is the robot crying? The robot is crying because AI is not the answer for everything. Free thinking, creative thinking, there are times that you're going to make, and always, don't just take whatever AI gives you and drop it out without reviewing it. But for example, we at ISB, we have a hummingbird, which is our mascot, we'll call it. And we're always referring to it as bird. So we decided that we're going to have a contest with our staff to name the bird. So staff could enter 3 different names, and several of the team were coming to me and saying, I was using AI, but I wasn't really loving any of the names. It wasn't able to be creative enough, relevant to what our services are, how that tied into the bird. And it could just be requiring more prompts from a prompt engineering perspective. But it does require free thought. In my opinion, from marketing, because AI is pulling from existing information, from a marketer's perspective, if I want to create something that's completely new and different that I want to put out to an audience, I probably have to think of it myself. AI might give me some ideas, but it's also pulling from old information. Okay, so how to optimize your own presence. A headshot is a good first start. Preferably one that isn't your favorite photo from a wedding or a party that you're cutting your friend's arm off, or an ex. And a bio. So AI was utilized to put some verbiage together to drop into LinkedIn for a post. You can do the same thing for your bio. So if you take what's on your resume, take the bullets from your resume, put in some additional experience notes, and what you can tell chat is simply act as a professional writer, create a short bio for my LinkedIn account using the following. Then you drop in your bullets, your resume items, your experience, and chat will spit out within a second a bio. Review the bio, make sure it's relevant to what you're trying to come across, if you want it in first person, third person, etc. And then you've got yourself a great bio. Another thing is what we've done at ISB, again coming from marketing, is everyone in our organization, for the most part, LinkedIn is you control your own LinkedIn. Companies don't control the employee LinkedIn. But the majority of our staff use the same ISB headshot logo, which our graphic team photoshops for us. So when someone is searching on LinkedIn and they're on my profile, they're going to immediately see everybody else who is, who's affiliated with me. That brand ties into our other social platforms. So X, formerly Twitter. So if you think about any major retailer, when you go into a shop, a store, big box store, everything is pretty much the same when you go in, regardless of where you are. You feel familiar with it. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. And if you can get your colleagues to do that with you as well, then you've got some immediate brand awareness across LinkedIn and your other social platforms. And it was by design that there's other GBTA and advisory board members on there. My graphic guy is fantastic. Okay. Some strategic methods for you to engage with thought. So I call this the morning sip or the evening chill. This is how you're going to engage. What we can talk about, we'll talk about LinkedIn. You can do this across Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is not dead yet. I know it's been in the news a lot. Personally, I don't see it ever going away. It makes way too much money for someone to just let it go. Someone will eventually own it and it'll keep it rolling. When you're engaging on LinkedIn, You want to engage and comment on other creators that are in your niche, being your industry. That could be marketing, it could be travel management, whatever, procurement, whatever, legal. Wherever you are is where you want to spend a lot of your time, and or where your brand spends time. So you want to, for 25% creators, which you might know as influencers, that are bigger than you, 50% of creators that are about your same profile size, and then 25% that are smaller than you. And the commenting styles are to elaborate, relate to your personal story or industry or experience. You can have an alternative opinion. I'm going to talk more about that in one more second. And of course, you can add humor. For the morning sip in the evening chill, this is when you're having your coffee, or you're having a tea at night, or a glass of wine, however it is you chill. You want to keep your comments and engagement within your purview. Ask your connections questions in open dialogue. That gets a response. That creates more engagement. And whenever you comment, like, reshare, what you're doing is you're populating your content into everyone else's feed that you are connected to, and some that you're not connected to. So with your own brand, if they're posting, the marketing department will love you if you like, share, and comment on those posts. It helps get the brand out there as much as possible. Set some guidelines. So we talked about having an alternative opinion. Do not post after the big night out tonight. Set your guidelines at a certain time or after the first glass. That's it. You cut yourself off from social media. Make sure you keep those opinions in your head, and then you can be around for the morning sip to keep on posting. So this is for you all to do personally. So track your monthly progress. If you would like to build your brand, track your monthly progress. Create a simple spreadsheet, and most importantly, decide what your goals are. Are you looking to increase your following? Are you looking to be a thought leader and get reads on your blog? What else are you trying to accomplish? Set that goal, write it down, and then from month to month, because it is organic, this will not blow up after a week or so. You're not going to go from 100 to 1,000 or 1,000 to 10,000 followers overnight. And as much as CEOs and presidents, et cetera, would love that to happen to their own company brands, it just does not happen. And one thing to keep in mind is if you're over-engaging on any social media, there are algorithms and they have their own bots that they will shut down your account if you're doing too much. So be really careful about that. You may think, you know what, I have a lot of time tonight. I'm going to like 50 things and comment 20 things, and then the next morning your account's going to be shut down because they're going to think you're a bot. Or an engagement farmer, it's also called. So I want everyone to pick one of these today that you can be doing after you leave here. So whether you're a morning sip or evening chill person, pick the best, most realistic time for you, and then set your goals. So I'll ease in. You can follow up to 5 people or connect with up to 5 people on LinkedIn. Comment at least 1 comment. And this is daily, by the way. And 10 likes. Keep it consistent and hit your goals, and you will see growth in whatever it is your goals are, whether it was reads on a blog or your following. You will see growth from month to month. You can track it week to week, but don't expect to see big growth from week to week. It's going to take months to do it. And if you stick with it, you're going to do fantastic. One of my personal ones right now, I am j'étudie français avec Duolingo, et lire un livre. So I'm trying to learn French, and then I'm going to try and be more active with French language on some of these social media. So with Duolingo, I've set goals that I have to be consistent from day to day, and it just keeps me on task. The second one is I got this. You've already got some experience. 10 follows, 5 comments, 15 likes. You might want to spread that across more than one social platform. Again, just so you don't get flagged and have your account flagged. And then hold my beer. It's hold my beer, but we're in the travel industry, so called it hold my ticket. If you really have a good grasp on it and you are on a few social platforms, then this is the one that you should give a try. Okay. Is everyone committed to doing that, by the way? Fantastic. So if you connected with me on LinkedIn, I would love to hear your progress. Shoot me a note, say, hey, it's been a month and I haven't gotten anything yet. And I'll say, cool, hang in there. It's got to be a bit longer. If it's 5 months from now and you're taking off, I'd love to hear about it. And I'll look forward to seeing your content and blogs if that's what you're posting, since we're going to be connected now. So this one is going back to where the puck is going. Pick a hobby. Regardless of what hobby you're interested in, something that you enjoy doing outside of the daily grind. If you love your daily grind already, cool. Pick something that's a professional hobby. But what's a social media that you think you should be on more often, that your brand is on and you potentially haven't been on very much and you want to start engaging based on what I was talking about as far as all your likes, your comments, your shares help your organization? Pick one of them and pick a hobby. Challenge yourself. Even if you have never been on that social platform, get in on it. So for myself, TikTok was one that the organization was thinking about getting involved in, and a previous organization that we sold. And there were comments around, is that the right place for us to be? And people had opinions about whether it was or it wasn't, but nobody had been on TikTok before. So how do you give an opinion if you haven't yourself been utilizing it? So I decided to start using TikTok and get involved. One of my hobbies is I paint. One of my other hobbies is working out or exercising. I have work, family. I have 4 daughters. I don't have a ton of time. So I combined my art, my painting, with my stationary bike. I built a little contraption and I paint while I'm riding my bike. So, and that's what these fun raffle prizes are. I do not sell them. I make $0 profit on anything. I just do it for fun. I actually give them to my daughters and I tell them, if you can sell them, go ahead, have at it. So pick something that you enjoy and start posting. So that's what I did. I got involved in TikTok. I started to see what that community engages like. It's completely different than how it is on X or how it is on Facebook. And we decided that the uptrend on trying to grow organically there based on what we were trying to accomplish probably wasn't the best way to go. Plus, there was the potential of TikTok being shut down. Possible. And then what you can do from your learnings, if you are starting to feel more comfortable, you can always suggest it or begin building your own personal brand for your company on one of those socials, posting your blogs or anything along those lines. Marketing yourself is not always something that you're going to get a pat on the back for, because you're not going to know you succeeded or not all the time. Sometimes there's inbound marketing, which is you post a blog, somebody reads it, you have no idea that they read it, but in a month from now they're going to call you and ask about you or your services or your company. Okay, I think we should do the raffle. Everybody ready? All right, I'm going to call Julie, my colleague. Let's see if this works. All right. Good morning. How are you, Julie?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, so Julie, I have a room full of people that have been taking pictures and posting on LinkedIn with hashtag GBTA Toronto 24. Have you gotten some
Yes.
entries?
Oh, I've got tons.
Oh, good. You're the best. Okay. So, and GBTA thanks all of you, by the way, because everything that you posted is going to get traction. All of your networks are going to see your posts, and it's going to get some brand awareness for GBTA, and yourself. All right, so Julie, let's pick the first name. And the way we're going to do this, Julie will say a name. You can come on up and choose one of the three prints of one of the original paintings that I did. Again, fun prizes. Hope you enjoy them. Julie, what is the first winning name?
Evan Crichton.
All right, Evan, come on up. The stands fit inside the bag and then the frame goes in. Congratulations, Evan. Yeah, help yourself. You get first pick. All right, Julie, what is the second name?
Derek Britt of Choice
Derek
Hotels.
Britt. All right, Derek. All right. Which one did you go with, Evan? The frog. Nice, yeah. Can't go wrong with frogs. Yeah. Yeah, and take this as well, because then you can always stand that up in there. You're welcome. All right. So one more, please, Julie.
Heather McNeil.
Heather McNeil. There you go. Which one is it? Oh, the seal. Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful. The seal. Appropriate for Newfoundland.
Oh, perfect. Fantastic. I hope you all enjoy them. I hope it inspires you to do something as a hobby and get yourself on some social media. Julie, thank you very much. When I told Julie I was going to do this as a fun prize, she said, "Oh, I want one of those." Julie, I'm going to give you one too, okay?
Oh, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Okay, take care, everyone. Bye now.
All right. So we're coming to a wrap. Morgan has given me the 5 minutes ago, about 2 or 3 minutes ago, how to quickly network. It is really one of my favorite things when I learned that, how to scan on LinkedIn, how to enhance your online presence, headshots, bios, leveraging AI, creating content, and then train and hold yourself accountable toward the organic growth. My name's Stephen Anderson. I'm with ISB Global Services. Thank you so much for being here today. If you have questions immediately after or anytime, just let me know. Thank you very much.